rules all might. Feeling the paper running through the night. Nights of darkness sworn to fight. The fight. The fight. Roar to fight. The fight.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
So much better than Jim's channel.
I know it is.
Everything's better.
You know,
so fucking metal.
You know, the green room is better.
Yep.
You know,
snacks are better.
Snacks are better.
Yep.
Yeah, the panel is awesome.
Yep.
The chat is on fire. You know, if Jim had that on his channel, he would be doing so much better. So much better.
You know, I do have one gripe. I did request VB long necks in the green room, but
oh, Phil.
Yes.
Check private chat.
Private chat. Oh, yes. We do have a special announcement. Touche for reminding us. Overnight, we have had another 20 days added, so we are now up to 636. So we only have about 3 months left to go to make 2 full years.
Oh.
94 days.
94 days, right, which is about 3 months to make 2 full years.
Oh. Hey, Karen.
Hey, Karen. So keep it up, chat. Keep it up. Keep up the donations. We can do this. We can do this because we still have a little over a month to go to make our goal.
It's the music. It's just empowering.
I know.
327 right now.
No, we're at 636 days total. We need 730, so we're got 94 left.
So fun.
Yes, we're up to total fundraising so far is up to $2,926.66. So well done. Well done, everybody. Well done. Now, we do have some interesting news to share. Would you like to know?
Yeah.
I've been out of it. I've been out of it for a couple hours. Go ahead.
I bet you have after posting that home video.
Yeah, of Chili dancing on my bed.
Yep. Yeah, Chili dancing on your bed. I mean, it was disgusting. Disgusting.
Thank you.
I thought you had better taste than that, Gia.
I did too. It's disappointing. It's disappointing.
I was bored.
It was disappointing, but because your lover was posted, we do have news of what your lover's been up to. Would you like to know what he did on his last live?
Yeah.
He decided to show everybody the ease with which you could file a lawsuit using ChatGPT and Grok. And guess who he's going to sue again?
LVPD.
Yes, the officers. He's going to file a lawsuit against the officers again. Now, bear in mind, his federal lawsuit. He has still not responded to his motion to dismiss. So he still has that. Thank you, Sue Bear, for the $5 super chat. Jim can cook fried chicken at home. Did with my grandma today.
That super chat is finger licking good.
We'll get to that, Pants. We'll get to that. So he started off with ChatGPT to write his lawsuit, to tell everybody how easy it is to write his lawsuit. His chat pointed out to him that he's trained the ChatGPT to call him Playboy, and so maybe the results might be a little bit skewed in his favor. And so he decided to prove them wrong and go to Gronk, which is the Meta AI or whatever, and or the X AI. And Gronk promptly pointed out to him that he does not have a cause of action listed, and so filing a lawsuit wouldn't actually work. And so he got in his ways started arguing with the bot again, and so went back to ChatGPT to finish his lawsuit. And he's going to file it. He's going to file it. Now, he's asking for $10 million.
Okay.
He's filing a $10 million lawsuit with the help of AI.
What did they do?
He hasn't listed the cause of action, so we don't know what they did. They illegally arrested him, and as proof, he posted the body cam footage of his second arrest when he walked through the crime scene tape to get a better vantage point.
Wow.
To which they told him he needed to move on, and he didn't, and they arrested him, and then it was later dismissed. So, yeah.
Yeah, they deserve to be sued.
Yes, for $10 million. $10 million for crossing the crime scene tape and filming yourself doing it.
Yep. That's my lover.
Yep. Yep. It was a fine dance too. I could see why you were pleased. That was a mighty fine dance.
Well, he's a tiny little package, but he packs a punch.
He is Joey's daddy.
I have to ask this.
So he calls him daddy.
Yeah.
Daddy.
So Chili is your own tiny dancer?
Yep.
But it looked more like he was a private dancer at that point. Dancing for any old song.
He's a pocket gay. I keep him in my pocket.
Yeah, so he's down in the closet. He's a pocket.
Yep. Jim's going back to bed. Bye, Jim. Get your own channel.
Sue Bear, what's the civil? He's going to do this in federal court again. We should all encourage Chili to continue to file frivolous federal lawsuits.
Yes.
Because he will eventually learn the word vexatious. And then he'll file lawsuits.
Cicero, why are you saying goodnight to RCN?
Really cool news.
I thought she was misspelling my name again.
Is your dyslexia kicking in again?
Could be that, or it could be the 12 cases of VB long necks I was drinking before the show.
I told you not to do that. Oh, yes. And also a reminder from our corporate overlord who keeps claiming that he's going to go to bed and doesn't watch the show, but yet keeps interjecting himself into it. No Karen Reed tomorrow, but the Lane Meyer Experience will be on. Check your local listings.
With Judy.
Yes, Judy will be in the courtroom. We will have a courthouse reporter.
Feet on ground.
Yes. And Diver Dan, I do need to I do have a bone to pick with you. You did call us gentlemen and ladies. That is just a flat out lie. Do not do that again. Thank you.
Clearly feels rotty.
I'm rotten. according to Gia, I'm rotten. Okay, on with the show. We have a legal expert who could possibly be a match for NCR. It's up to him.
You're doing 19
I
over.
do have to pause something.
I'm sorry.
We have to
How come
pause
you're
and
going so
bring
fast?
something out here.
What?
Pull up Cicero's latest comment in the side chat. NCR RCN. Are we the polar? Am I the evil doppelganger or evil twin? Or is he my evil twin?
That's a good point. That is a good point. We will let the chat decide which one is the good one and which is the bad. Put one for who's the worst. One for NCR, or any other number for NCR, or two for Jim. One for NCR, two for Jim.
Well, it's ironic because I do have a
I
good
didn't
piece
realize,
that would make me the
yeah,
evil
almost.
one.
Okay. Can I see your driver's license, please?
It's kind of hard with my nails. I mean, pull it out.
Okay. I'll try.
In this episode of CopCam Max, officers stop a woman suspected of driving under the influence, but she is no ordinary driver. She insists she knows her rights and claims the police are violating her civil liberties. What follows is an encounter that is equal parts frustrating and entertaining for the arresting officer.
Where are you coming from?
I am coming from my friend's house.
Have you had any alcohol tonight?
No.
You haven't had any at all?
No.
I feel like I could smell it. Can I check your eyes, make sure you're safe to drive?
Okay, I do have conditions. I have to take my contacts out
For what?
because I have astigmatism.
So you can't look from side to side?
I can.
You can't look.
Do you know what
you can't.
astigmatism is?
Uh-huh. So if you were to look this way or this way,
I
you
can't
couldn't do that.
I can't.
So how are the doctors allowing you to drive if you can't use your eyes?
Well, it's on my driver's license.
That you're restricted? Okay.
Yeah.
Try to follow that with just your eyes and don't move your head.
I'm calling BS because I have astigmatism and I can use my eyes.
So do I.
Yes. And by the way, the chat is pulling away for Jim because Lisa went with a 3, which isn't an option, but Gia went with a 2 or a 1, and so 3 minus 1 is 2, so that makes it vote for Jim. So basically, it's unanimous. Jim is the worst.
Sister's coming in with boobs.
I want you to step out of the corner for me.
Again, you're clearly smarter than Jim, so in that scenario, Jim would be the boob.
So how much alcohol have you had tonight?
I haven't.
You haven't?
No.
Okay. I don't feel like
She
you're being honest
seems
about that.
cute.
I
but
am being honest.
My
Okay, so if I
crazy
give you a
sense is tingling.
breathalyzer, it'd be absolute 0.
I don't have
wait.
to be honest.
You don't have to do what?
Do a breathalyzer.
But I'm putting it in a scenario. I'm not asking you to do this right now.
Yeah, well, I'm putting you in a scenario. I have to if I don't want to.
Okay. What I'm going to ask you to do,
I don't have to
Ms.
if I don't
Ruby, is
want
I'm going to ask
to.
you to submit this field sobriety test to make sure that you're safe to drive this
I don't have
vehicle.
to do that, sir.
Okay. So
Can I
you-
call my lawyer?
no, you cannot.
Okay, well,
Not
I
here
don't
at
have
roadside.
to.
You don't have to do what?
Whatever you're asking me to do, I don't have to.
Oh, okay.
I understand.
Oh,
Gia,
Absolutely.
whatever
You don't
you
have
ask
to.
me to
but
do,
what
I
I'm gonna
don't have
do
to.
is I'm going to have
Yep.
to put you under arrest for DWI
sounds about right.
Why?
because of basically the totality of
Excuse me,
circumstances.
you can search my car.
Why would I
Bossy
do that?
pants.
Okay, so you're telling me I smell like it. Okay, search my car
Why would I do that?
because you're accusing me of something. That's why.
What have I accused you of?
Okay, rewind it.
Rewind what?
You told me I smell like something.
Clearly not drunk.
Okay,
Clearly
Pretty
not
strong.
drunk.
search my car
Why would I search your car because you smell like alcohol?
because
How does that
wouldn't
make
you
sense?
find alcohol if I smell like alcohol?
Well, it depends if there's open containers in your car.
Yeah, well then search it.
Face that way for me.
No,
Yes.
no.
Okay.
No,
You
sir.
have to.
No,
Turn around.
no, sir.
No.
Turn around
No.
and do not resist. Or force is going to be used
No.
against you.
Okay, why?
No.
Turn around.
Okay, I mean, you haven't read my rights.
I don't need to
Okay,
read
my
your
rights.
right now.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
I'm gonna sue you, bro.
Turn around.
Okay, what's my
Face
rights? What's my
Turn-
rights?
I'll read your rights.
I need your bro to come out here.
You want him to come out?
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
he's
yeah.
not so as nice as I am.
No.
He's not as nice as I
Bring
am.
him out here, sir. Bring him out
Get your
here.
bro out
Can you
here,
help me out?
sir.
He's not going to be as nice as I
Okay,
am.
Mr. Officer. He hasn't read my Miranda rights. He hasn't read my
I told
Miranda
you.
rights.
You need to
Yes,
comply
he
with us.
does.
Okay. Turn
Is
around.
she a
Let me
law?
explain
Is she a
something.
constitutional law
You're under
scholar?
arrest for DWI.
Yes.
No, I'm not.
You are resisting.
No, I'm
We
not.
will use
You
force
haven't
against you.
read my
It doesn't matter.
Yes, I don't.
No, it does
I
not.
know my rights.
You don't know shit.
I'm fairly certain she was in Chili's chat earlier today, so she knows she can sue because she knows how to file a lawsuit.
I do, because do you know who my dad is?
I don't
You
care.
know who
you
my
are.
dad is.
You will.
You know who my
Yeah.
daddy is?
Let go so I don't break your finger.
Daddy.
Daddy.
Okay.
Stop.
Do you know who my daddy is?
Daddy,
Do you know who
daddy,
my
daddy.
daddy is?
And who is her daddy, Phil?
You are her daddy, NCR. She
I
wants
am
you
not
to
her-
be her daddy.
Well, daddy.
Not her daddy.
Jose's her daddy.
Daddy.
Stop pulling away.
If you don't stop pulling, I'm going to put your ass on the ground. You understand me?
Do it.
Stop.
Do it. I dare you. I dare you.
I double dog dare you.
I dare you.
Double dog dare you.
I don't care.
Oh, really? You will. After you do it, you'll be fucking crying, bro.
Don't care.
Really? You'll be fucking crying, bro.
We need to make better decisions.
Okay.
Let's go this way. Let's go this way.
What's my Miranda rights?
Miranda only applies to custodial interrogation.
Here. Stop right here.
Always read to everybody. I know my rights.
God, you watch too much TV.
Miss Officer, they haven't read my Miranda rights. They haven't.
Okay, I'll have him read you your rights.
Okay, that was no. They should have done that before they put me in handcuffs.
Separate your feet.
Yeah, I don't have
step out
anything
like
on
this.
me.
Okay, but step out like this, please.
Ruby, you have the right to
What are
remain
you
silent.
arresting me for?
Did it
What are
what?
you arresting me for?
I told you, driving
What
under
are
the
you
influence.
arresting me for?
I just told you. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say
Yeah,
can be
now
against you in
after I'm
court.
in handcuffs,
You have the right to
you-
talk to them
you
in charge before and during questioning.
you fucked up.
Have that
Do you
attorney
know
present
who
with
my
you during
dad is?
questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer,
Separate your feet.
will be
I
appointed to
can
represent
afford a
you
lawyer.
Separate your feet.
at no
Step out.
cost to you before any questioning.
Step
You
out.
can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answering questions or making statements. Do you understand your rights?
Because you didn't have my rights before you put
Would
me
you like to talk to me?
So you're gonna be fucked. You and APD, you're gonna be fucked.
Whatever
and
you
you're
say,
gonna be
man.
fired.
Whatever.
Bro, I promise you
Stop
that.
moving.
Don't.
Stop moving.
Don't fucking touch me,
She's
bro.
got to be related,
Okay,
Chili.
so what am I being arrested for? About a
I've already told you like 3 times.
no.
Do you want your sweater
No, no,
buttons?
I need
no.
to call someone because Mr.
You-
whatever the fuck his name is did not read my fucking rights to me.
The 54, please.
Yeah, bro, you fucked up. Whenever you
No.
lose your job, you're gonna remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stop pulling away.
When you lose your
Yeah.
job here, NCR, you're going to remember me.
You say that.
When we fire you, you're going to remember me.
Knee pressure. Oh,
I'll just file a wrongful termination suit on the company.
You're making this worse for yourself.
I'm not gonna step in there.
You're going to have to.
No,
That's absolutely what you're going to do.
no,
No.
Unfortunately, to put you in there.
Take a seat.
no.
Come
No.
on,
No.
baby.
Okay, get me my phone.
an
and then I
adult.
Get
will.
me, get me,
I'm
get
I'm being
me.
an adult, so bring my fucking phone
I will.
right now.
Absolutely get your phone for
I will.
you. Where's
Right
your
now.
Right
Where's your
now.
phone? On my Jeep.
Right now, Gia. Right now.
Right now.
Take a seat. Put your feet in.
No, I'm
Put your
not.
feet in.
I'm not.
No.
Okay, I'll put your feet in. Pretty good.
Put your feet in.
I'm not.
And don't kick
No.
me or you'll get a charge. Put your
Good.
feet in.
Good.
Put your
Do you
feet
know
in.
who my fucking dad is?
No, and I don't care.
How long does that work when you're an adult?
Yours.
You know who my dad is? Never
Yeah.
know. It does not work, ever work.
Get me out of here.
You're not going to get out of my car.
Somebody needs to
If
get me
he's
out of
a
here
cop,
unless
he's
you want to get
jealous.
sued.
If he's
Okay.
a lawyer,
I'm feeling
his
sick.
daughter's
You're going to have to suck it up.
Do you understand? Are you fucking retarded.
This cop is
So
great.
whenever you lose your job, you'll think about me.
Okay.
So get me out of here, or we're gonna have some fucking problems,
What are you gonna do?
bro. Whenever you fucking think about that in a fucking month from now, you're gonna be real fucking sorry. Trust me, I promise you that.
How much?
In a month from now. A month from now.
An hour. Okay, so what
When
am
the
I
board
being
game
arrested
comes out.
for?
I've already told you a bunch of times. Pretty substantial.
Cool.
I don't need to show you a damn thing right now.
Your whole fucking career is about to be fucking fucked, bro.
What's your badge number?
It's 7345.
No, you need to tell me your badge.
I just told you it.
No, if I ask
I just told you that. I just told you it.
you, give it to me. So what's your fucking badge number?
I just told you it.
What is it?
I just told you it.
Okay, say it again.
I don't need to say it again. I already told you it.
I'm asking you to.
That sucks. You should have listened. You should have listened. You should have listened.
No, because you didn't.
Don't you love this cop? I mean, isn't this great?
Yeah.
The cop, I think the cop is just handling her perfectly.
I do
Yeah.
too. You're gonna act like a
They're
brat.
learn-
I'm gonna,
yeah, they're
I'm gonna treat you
learning.
like one.
They're learning because they get so many entitled people now.
Right.
They're learning.
I'm gonna say it.
Okay, well, it's on body camera.
Okay, let me tell you your fucks up. Your fuck
Okay.
ups.
You're what? You say that
You
again?
didn't give me my Miranda rights
That's
before you give me.
okay.
Before you put me in fucking handcuffs.
Okay.
So there's your first fucking fuck up.
All right. Uh-huh.
You have no fucking reason to have me in fucking handcuffs or fucking have me arrested.
Because you're driving drunk?
Because once you find out who my dad is, you're gonna fucking cry.
Okay.
I'll have my dad go after you. So,
I'm sure your dad is
You
very
picked up.
tired of you.
so I hope you can think about that. Do you want to call my dad? Do you want to call my lawyer? And I know my fucking rights. And you're not used to fucking people knowing their fucking rights. And I know my fucking rights. Get me off these fucking handcuffs right now.
What does that even mean? Get you off those handcuffs?
Law enforcement? Are you fucking stupid?
Get you off those handcuffs?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Out of my.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Use your,
That's
use
what
your
you said.
big, use your big girl
Why?
I
brain.
already told you like 5 times.
Why am I arrested? What am I being
Ruby.
arrested for?
Being arrested for DWI.
Okay, do you have proof?
This officer does.
What proof?
That's correct. Do you have anything in your mouth?
I don't have to answer to you if I don't want to.
Okay.
What proof? You want to keep adding to your dumb shit? You first did it. You did not make my fucking Miranda rights. You arrested with no probable cause.
What did you what
No problem,
are
Bob.
you trying to say? Bleep, bleep, bleep. What did you try to say? Jeez. Like your speech is that slurred.
Okay, what was my cause?
Jeez. Miss Ruby, you're pretty ripped.
Why am I being arrested for and taking the job for?
Can you repeat that sentence to yourself?
Why am I being arrested for and taking?
Jeez. That doesn't make any sense.
Why am I being arrested for?
That doesn't make sense.
Why am I being arrested for and taken to jail?
I've already told you, and she told you. I told you, and she told you.
What?
We both told you already. No, you're not gonna. Nope.
I want to hear it again.
That sucks for you. You don't get to make demands.
Oh, it sucks for you when you lose your job for not reading me my
Okay.
Okay.
This is
Come on.
for
What am I being detained for?
hilarious.
Ruby, help you step
No,
out.
I'm asking you guys a question.
You've already been
I
told
want to
this.
buy this
Okay.
cup of
Step out
beer.
like a big girl, like an adult. Step out.
I do too.
Like a fucking adult. I'm asking
What
Like
was
you
a
that?
big girl.
why am I being arrested for?
Will you step out for us?
No, I'm asking.
Oh, we're gonna have to pull you out, Ruby. Let's not go there.
What?
We're gonna pull you out if you don't get out.
Little cameras are recording everything, so let me
Okay,
know.
Ruby. We're not gonna do this.
Okay,
Let's go.
Officer,
Let's go.
don't pull me.
Car. Out. Come on, Ruby. Be an adult.
Okay, why am I being arrested?
Jesus.
Okay, we have to.
Yes, that's why you're under arrest.
What the fuck was wrong with you?
Let me know.
It's snuggling on me. There's that.
Oh,
You
Okay,
Stop.
I'll date the
say
female
you
cop.
want
She
to be
seems
treated
pretty.
like an adult, act like one.
Well, I'm asking you as an adult, and you.
I'm like a child.
You've been told several times.
Like, I have nothing against you because you're a girl. Like I am. He did not read me my Miranda right. He
I'm
told
telling you
those
because you're a
men.
girl and you're my
And
bestie.
you're bestie. He did
Bill,
not.
you're my bestie, and I'm telling you this.
Right.
Ooh, the cage.
Don't push me. Take a seat. Don't elbow me in the fucking mouth. Stop. Sit down.
Sit down.
Now.
Oh, now you guys have that. Not hard. What? Right?
You're vile and disgusting. You are.
Your mom is.
No, not as much as yours.
You gotta talk to my future wife like that.
You and me.
I just, I kept thinking, yeah, I know you are, but what am I? I know you are, but what am I?
Same to you.
Your mom, bitch. If y'all wanna fucking check his body count, he's fucking arrested me before he read me my fucking Miranda.
Hey, Smith, listen to this.
No, he did.
Tell him again. Tell him again.
He did.
Tell him.
You arrested me for no probable cause.
Probable what?
Probable cause.
Okay.
You did not read me my Miranda rights
Okay.
before you put me in handcuffs. I know my fucking rights.
Oh, really?
That's not
Oh,
the
yeah.
way it goes,
You
lady.
did not.
I'm about to tell you something important. So right now you're under arrest for driving while under the influence of intoxicating liquor or drugs. The New Mexico Infraction Center requires you to submit to a breath test to determine the alcohol content of your blood. After you take our test,
I don't
you have the
have
right to choose an additional independent
I don't
test.
have to.
If you choose to take,
Now, how do you want to bet if she wasn't in cuffs, she would have put her fingers in her ears when he was talking to her?
La 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 la.
I don't have to listen to you.
La la
this
la
additional
la.
independent test,
I'm not
you have the
touching
right
you.
to a
I'm not
reasonable
touching you.
I'm
opportunity
gonna call my
to arrange for a
attorney.
physician, a licensed nurse, a laboratory technician, or technologist who's employed by a hospital or physician of your own choice.
Okay, now you're.
Do you agree to take our test?
I don't have to.
And I'll force you to take our test, but if you refuse, you will lose your New Mexico driver's license or non-resident operating privilege for 1 year. Do you now agree to be tested?
I won't be tested. I don't want
Okay, consider your actions a
Sure,
refusal.
Sue
to. I
Bear.
call my attorney.
That's what I thought.
Where's my purse? That's the Gucci purse that I have in my Jeep.
It probably stayed in there. I don't have them.
Okay, well, you guys need to get it. If that shit gets lost, that's on you.
I don't care about your Gucci purse. It's in your vehicle. It got towed. The vehicle's rolled up. The like doors were locked.
Fucking handcuffs because I can't do it. Fucking handcuffs.
Repeat that sentence to yourself.
I'm on my period, so.
Repeat that sentence to yourself. Get you off those handcuffs.
Yeah, because I'm on my
Come
period.
over here. The restroom's right here.
Because I'm on my
Go to the
period.
restroom.
Okay, can you get me a tampon?
I'll get you one. You stand over here a
Well,
second.
I need it before.
I'll
I'm
fucking
gonna go
get
to
you.
the restroom
Okay,
first.
go back in the cage.
I need a tampon.
Come on. Go back in the cage. Go back in the cage. Let's go. I'm not gonna sit here and do this game with you.
I need a tampon.
Or two?
I need to call my
Go
attorney.
ahead.
I have the right to
I don't
contact my
care.
attorneys.
Okay, so if you're gonna keep doing this,
Yeah.
you're not gonna use the restroom.
I have the
I
right.
told you to use the restroom.
No,
That's the only thing you're doing.
Use the right for me to use.
Okay,
the
well, you're
restroom.
gonna go back in the cage then. Back in the cage then. Back in the cage then. You're not gonna go to the restroom.
I need to change my fucking tampon.
I tried to do that for you.
You want me to put it all over my
I tried to call. Please shut.
confused. I didn't change my fucking
Be
tampon.
quiet for a second. Listen, I tried to pull you out.
Tampon.
Will you listen for a second? Okay?
I am fucking listening.
Just be quiet then. Okay? If I pull you out, that's to let you use the restroom so you can do that. Okay? Or do you want to do that? That sounds like a yes. Well, use that time to do that.
Fuck up and get me the fuck out of here.
You're not going to make demands, but I'm going to accommodate you. Okay? But you need to use the restroom. Okay? All right.
And you got that shit on your fucking camera.
You have to go into the restroom.
That's abuse. I've been fucking asking you.
I understand that. Go ahead.
Okay, get me out of here.
Go to the restroom and I
Okay,
will.
where's my pad?
Go to the restroom and
Where's my
it's on the
tampon?
sink. Nope. Turn and face me. It's the way it has to be. You have to be handcuffed. Let me see your wrist.
How am I supposed to change my
It's,
fucking
it's the way
tampon?
it goes. It's the way it goes. You have to.
I'll get a fucking infection.
You have to be
No, you
restrained.
won't.
The prisoners have to be
Okay,
restrained.
for what?
Because that's the
Because she's
policy.
handcuffed.
No, tell me why.
Because how combative would they be?
Why?
No, change your pad.
Why?
Change your pad.
I can't change it like this.
Or you're gonna go back in the cage.
I can't change my pad like this.
Okay, so you don't want to do
Yes,
that.
you can.
Okay, what am I being arrested
Right.
Okay.
for?
So we're not gonna let you change your pad.
Don't fucking touch me. Don't fucking touch me. You're
See, the entitlement and the I think I know what's going to work, and you have to do it this way because I said so.
Yep.
Look, I don't have to take a test. You don't have to arrest me. I can go home.
Right,
I can't do it this way. Yes, you can.
right. Figure it out.
Yep.
You're in
Figure
jail.
it out.
You're under arrest.
Yep.
You know,
touching me for no.
Okay. Linda, can you open the cage again? This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
You're a child.
Don't fucking touch me.
You are acting like a child.
No, you're not doing child.
Okay. We tried to do that, and that's not gonna go.
I'll bleed all over my.
Wow.
okay, so
Okay.
she was charged with battery upon a police officer, aggravated DWI, speeding, failure to have her car registered, and failure to notify the motor vehicle division of a change of address.
Thank you.
And her daddy sued them all,
All the
and they all
charges
lost
against
their
the woman
jobs.
were dismissed because the officer did not read her Miranda rights before placing her in handcuffs. Just kidding. The woman pleaded not guilty. The charges are still pending. Cop Cam Max will update the status of the case in the pinned comment to this video.
Yeah. Wasn't that an enjoyable one? Wasn't
God.
that an enjoyable one? You don't know who my dad is. You don't know who my dad is.
He-
God, just the no. What's the word I can't think. I'm sorry.
Self-awareness.
No,
No.
self-awareness. Yeah.
No self-awareness, no compromise. My way or the highway. That will not work, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, especially when you're under arrest.
Yep. Just
No,
just FYI.
it
it's
doesn't
not-
work that way.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way out there. Nope.
Now NCR, you've been awfully quiet about this woman,
Dearly beloved.
and he's muted, so we can marry him off. Dearly
Really?
beloved, you're gathered here today to join NCR and this lovely woman in holy matrimony.
No, we're not.
There he is.
Fuck where you are. We're not doing that shit. Nope, not tonight. Nope, not
Oh.
marrying anybody.
Oh,
No, we
Fine.
have the Power Girl dress.
yes.
Well-
She's been waiting.
Finally, yeah, and she needs help with her tampon apparently.
Yeah.
I do have a request though. We do have a wedding to perform.
Who's?
Sue Bear would like to marry that nice gentleman officer.
Okay, we could do that.
Dearly beloved, we're gathered here today on this auspicious occasion to marry my bestie Sue Bear. Get a little teary-eyed. To that fine officer, Sue Bear. Do you promise to love and hold that officer with all your might, to cherish him?
Yes, I do.
And nice officer, do you promise to take care of my bestie to the best of your ability, to protect her from harm and love her for the rest of your life?
I do.
By the power invested in me by YouTube University and WFYC, I now pronounce you internet husband and wife. You may kiss your screen.
I promised myself I wasn't gonna cry.
I know, me too. I just, like my
Talk
bestie,
some
and
amongst yourselves.
I didn't believe she would find somebody as nice as that man.
Andy's got handcuffs.
Ooh.
Mm.
Mm.
You know,
Beautiful wedding in a day. We don't want to know about what happens on the honeymoon. Now, because we had a woman in love with her daddy, I think we need a gentleman who, really needs his mommy.
Mommy.
This is a multi-appearance. This is a multi-appearance in front of Judge Boyd.
I would say
Christian
no.
Gardner.
Sometimes people say, well, I want to do what I want to do. If you continue to use marijuana, we're going to have a problem. Because while you're on deferred adjudication, you're not allowed to use marijuana and you're not allowed to drink alcohol, even at your own home or at family barbecues. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't think you want to end up at the prison and people say why you're here. And your answer is because I couldn't stop smoking marijuana.
I mean, you say that.
Are you Mr. Contreras?
No, Your Honor.
Are you Mr. Contreras?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay. I was like, what? Mr. Contreras, I'm showing you a document entitled Application for Deferred Adjudication or Community Supervision. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand what you're charged with by information is possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 4 grams to 200 grams? That's a second-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
We'll find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Next, I'm going to show you what's entitled a plea bargain page. Did you review that page with your attorney and did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at a $1,000 fine. The state recommends deferred adjudication. This will run concurrent with 646277. State will take in consideration 2021 CR 1177, night mag number 599189, county court cause numbers 644990, 653934, and there's to be $60 to San Antonio Police Department for laboratory testing.
Okay.
Did you understand that to be the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
Next, I'm showing you outside the plea bargain agreement. The state is requesting that your deferred adjudication be for a term of 4 years. There'll be a TAP evaluation, 150 hours community service restitution, and no firearm ownership or possession. Do you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offenses charged in the information, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence to support the defendant's plea?
Yes, the state offers State's Exhibit 1 and its attachments.
Any objections?
No objections, Judge.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. Thank you. All right, after reviewing State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, the court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Judge.
Is there anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
No, I think that he is grateful to the state for their consideration and for, hearing us out on some of the cases. And we just ask that the court follow the plea bargain agreement that we've reached.
All right. Mr. Contreras, who is Renee Escobedo?
My brother-in-law.
All right, and who is Erica Contreras?
My sister.
Who is being Contreras?
My sister.
And we have a request from Pants to hold them in contempt for the smoke detector battery.
I am not due to the pandemic at the moment.
When's the last time you had a job?
I have my own catering business.
So when's the last time?
Right before the pandemic.
So how are you supporting yourself?
I'm on unemployment at the moment.
All right, on this probation, I require that everyone get a job. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And I understand that you have your catering business or whatever. But
Yes,
you've
ma'am.
got to support yourself. So
Yes, ma'am.
do something to support yourself until your catering business, I guess, goes forward.
Yes,
Do you
ma'am.
have any children?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
What are their ages?
2 and 1. Well, two and soon to be 1.
All right, is Child Protective Services involved?
No, ma'am.
Where do your children live?
My daughter lives with my first baby mama's grandmother, and
Okay,
my son.
let me stop you right there. Let's not call people's babies
Sorry.
mamas.
Yes.
So let's elevate, right? So let's say the
I love
mother
that
of your
about her.
child.
Yes. The
So
first
maybe-
mother. The first mother of my child is with her grandmother,
And
and my son is with my second mother of my child.
okay. See, doesn't that sound much more classy and
Yes, ma'am.
respectful?
Yes, ma'am, it does.
Baby mama sounds like you just with whomever, you don't know who they are. It was just my baby mama. All right. So the
My baby
fact that
mama.
one of your children is not with you or the mother tells me that Child Protective Services either was involved or that either the mother of your child or you are not stepping up to the plate. Because I don't know any grandparent who wants to be more than a grandparent. They just want to be a grandparent. They don't want to raise more children because they feel this, they've already raised children. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm going to require you to step up to the plate. A lot of people don't realize it, but one of the conditions while you're on probation is that you support your dependents.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, Angeline.
Because your children, you can't just have them
Hey,
and
Angeline.
send them to a park and say, good luck to you, go forth, eat grass and of the fields and get food however you can. They're 100% dependent upon you.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm hoping that you want your children to look up to you and respect you, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, that starts by supporting your children financially, supporting them emotionally. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is what the other thing, if you're tested today, what are the results going to be? And before you answer, know that I'm going to have you drug tested today.
Yes, ma'am. I'll come out positive for marijuana.
And what else?
That's it.
All right, you're going to get tested today, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is what I'm going to do. 4 years deferred adjudication, $1,000 fine, that will be probated. What that means is you don't have to pay it unless you are unsuccessful in this probation. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Proof of employment within 15 days, parenting classes, 150 hours of community service restitution. And this is what I'm going to do for you. I am
Yes, ma'am.
requiring you to complete the parenting classes. If you complete the parenting classes successfully, then you won't have to do the community service
I'm gonna
restitution hours. You
ahead
understand?
slightly because he's
Yes,
got
ma'am.
another court appearance coming up.
There is going to have parties announced for the record, please, for the state.
So now this is 6 months
Charles
later.
Buck,
Same
Mr.
guy.
Contreras.
For the state,
Meredith McIntyre for the state.
for the defense.
Charles Buck.
And are you Rick Contreras?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Contreras, I'm showing you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that document with your attorney and did you understand it?
Yes.
Are you the same Rick Anthony Contreras who's placed on deferred adjudication in 2021 CR 2910W for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 4 grams to 200 grams? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor. But
On March 30th, 2021 for a period of 4 years. Is that you?
yes, ma'am.
State.
On or about the 10th day of May 2021 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Rick Anthony Contreras, did then and there illegally use a controlled substance, namely marijuana, in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
State.
Not true, Your
State waives the
Honor.
remaining violations.
Any objections?
No.
Mr.
But
Contreras, did you
weed is
understand by
legal.
pleading true to violation of condition number 2, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, not grant you community supervision, and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 2?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 2 true. Is there an agreement?
Yes, Judge. We're asking this court to deny the motion, continue him on his deferred adjudication, alter and amend his conditions to include weekly reporting and weekly UAs until he can re-enroll in his intensive outpatient treatment
Not his
program.
fault. He has a
Is that the
narrow
agreement?
urethra.
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Contreras, are you asking the court to
He
follow
tried
that
to get a
agreement?
job selling propane,
Yes, ma'am.
propane accessories,
All
but his
right, the
grades
court
weren't
will
good
find
enough.
violation of condition number 2 true. The court will
Okay, Bobby.
deny the motion, alternate amend conditions to include weekly
If anything, I'm
reporting.
jailed.
And Mr. Hernandez, I'm gonna want him tested for levels. And you're to weekly report
Judge,
and weekly UA until you are back in intensive outpatient treatment with
if
probation.
you're a
Do you
sovereign
understand?
citizen
Yes, Your Honor.
and you're not driving your
All right, we
car
can
with
go
the
off the record.
windows up,
Mr.
who's
Contreras,
gonna
from
break
here on
your
out, you need
window?
to ask yourself, is marijuana worth going to prison for 20 years? I would say no, but sometimes people
Okay,
say,
it was
well, I want to do what I
slightly
want to
ahead
do.
because now we're
If you can-
13 months into the future, or 33 months in the future. Same guy.
John Martinez, excuse me, the lady, excuse me, you, come forward. Yes, come, no, come forward. First of all, why are you in this court in shorts?
I'm sorry, I was just, I don't know, I've never really been in court.
All right, second of all, turn your phone over to the deputy. Do not close it. Deputy Laura, if you'll delete whatever photo she took, please.
This is.
All right, who are you taking photos of?
Oh, I was just letting my daughter know my son's okay and that he.
No, my question is, who are you taking photos of? All right, so Deputy Laura, if you put her in cuffs, since you want to be next to her son and put her in the box.
I apologize, ma'am.
I appreciate your apology.
I didn't know.
All right.
Put your phone and stick your back.
Family reunion.
And who is Rick in the box?
He's with Charles Monk.
All right. Well, I'm sure Charles Blanc will come back and take care of you, but for now, you're going to be in the box. Hello, where's Nick?
He's coming, Judge,
All right.
and he apologizes for his mother.
Oh, don't apologize. You know, we're all adults. I appreciate you apologizing for your mother.
He's brought his
You know,
mom
if she
to
calls
court.
you or visits you at the
Oh, this is
jail, remember to
precious.
tell her, you know, she can't do that in court. And let me
I
explain
need
to
to
you
show
why.
this to my mom.
Because
You think I'm bad, Mom? I didn't get you arrested while we were in court.
Well. Next time we have an incident like this, give me a heads up, and I will ask her if she wants to come on air and criticize these people with us.
Okay. I didn't. It really was kind of a last minute plan because I saw the woman with the daddy, and then I saw this because he's like pleading, that he can't be put in jail because he has his mom there. And I'm like, oh, this is perfect. We got daddy and now mommy.
I mean, I wish I could predict the future so I could have known. I could just go on and, hey, Mom, you want to come have some fun with us on
right?
Put us some stupid,
right?
That's not me for once.
Try to run things smoothly. And when people start doing extra in the audience, the deputies are on high alert. They're already on high alert. Then people end up not being able to come back to court. And I know you would like her to be here.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, guys, I've been multitasking.
Oh,
I'm
your
here.
defense attorney explained it to me. So I talked to the defense attorney and the deputy. She's going to be released, but sometimes people need to see how it looks in the back.
Yes.
And then they'll say, okay, I'm going to follow the rules.
Yes, ma'am.
Court is calling 2021 CR 2910W, State of Texas versus Rick Anthony Contreras. Rob parties announced for the record for the state. Defense.
Charles Monk for Mr. Contreras.
And are you Mr. Contreras?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, defense is asking for bond and by way of oral motion. Any objection to the motion being oral?
Not from the state. No, Your Honor.
All right, the defendant is on deferred adjudication. Legally, he's entitled to a bond. Have you all had a chance to discuss a bond amount?
No, Your Honor.
Do y'all want to discuss a bond amount?
We will briefly judge. We've agreed, if it satisfies the court, we're in agreement at the bond being set at $10,000.
All right.
That is correct.
All right, the court, the defendant is on bond out of this court, so the court is aware of the defendant's criminal history. The court is aware of the defendant's mental history, which does not exist. And so I'm just putting on the record that the court is aware of his background. So since you've been at the Bexar County Jail, have there been any mental health issues that have
Touche,
arisen?
that seems like you're volunteering.
Are you on any type of medications? No. All right. And do you have a place to live if you were released?
Yes, ma'am.
And are there only adults in the household?
My son lives there.
All right. How old is your son?
He's 3. He's going to be 4 in October.
All right. So your son is there, and who else is there?
His mother.
Okay. All right. This is what the court is going to do. The court is going to follow your agreement. Set your bond at $10,000. There should be no unsupervised contact with minors. So you can have contact with your son, but there needs to be an adult there.
Yes, ma'am.
And there is going to be, you're going to have to do UAs. Probation will tell you of a location you can go. Since this is still pending
Yes, ma'am.
and open, the motion to revoke, you're not currently supervised by probation because the motion to revoke is pending. So they'll let you know where you can go to do UAs. It just won't be done under them. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm going to order regular UAs. Is there anything else?
Nothing else, Judge.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
May we
You're
have a great day.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
If you're still with us, make sure to like and subscribe to keep up with more shocking true crime stories. Your support helps us.
Anthony Contreras, parties announced for the record for the state.
And again,
Defense.
back
Charles
in
Bunk,
court.
Mr. Contreras.
And are you Rick
Probation
Anthony
violation.
Contreras?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the documents entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision and First Amended Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you understand it?
Yes.
Are you the same Rick Anthony Contreras who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2021 CR 2910W for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 4 grams to 200 grams on March 30th, 2021 for a period of 4 years? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
Yes, Your Honor. Violated case number 5 in Bexar County, Texas. And Rick Anthony Contreras within their failure to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of September, October, November, and December 2023. January, February, March, and April 2024 violation of condition number 5.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
Will waive the remaining violated condition.
Any objections to the state's waivers?
No, Judge.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation condition number 5, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 5?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violation of condition number 5 true. Is there a proposed agreement? All right, state, what are you requesting?
Revocation, Your Honor.
Defense, what are you requesting?
We're requesting, Judge, that he be evaluated for the drug court and then get treatment, hopefully get treatment as required and recommended by the drug court. Mr. Contreras, he did not report as he pled true. His brother got sick in the end of 2022. His brother passed away December of 2023, which led, unfortunately, to his not reporting. In addition to that, there was an accident that he was involved in and his wife and son were involved in. His wife was in a wheelchair. As a result of that, she just recently has begun to walk again. So he didn't, while he was dealing with his brother's loss, he also was helping his wife, his then wife, now his ex-wife. He's no longer with that young lady. But he was taking care of his son and helping her recover from the accident.
So Touche, Gia. Answer me this question. We're married. You guys get into a car accident. You're in a wheelchair. I have to help care of the son. Would be smoking a lot of dope help me with that?
No.
No. Like, I don't understand the argument the lawyer's trying to make here.
That's all he's got.
Problem still there when sober.
Yep.
I know, but I'm not understanding the argument the lawyer's trying to make here.
Self-medicating.
Wasn't doing it.
Listen, my friend. You need to pass the duchy on the left-hand side.
Yep.
Right.
You have to help yourself in order to help others.
Yeah. I don't.
Placed him in a position where he
It's an addict brain.
began to make some bad decisions and perhaps use some substances that led him into the path to where I believe drug court is something that would absolutely help him. He's asked me about it. I've explained to him that it's intensive and, is a difficult trail, but he says, hey, that sounds like something I could really use. So we're asking the court to refer him to the drug court, and then whatever they recommend he do, he's ready to do it. So I think he's an excellent candidate for that, and we'd like you to send him there.
All right. Anything your client wishes to say to the court?
Am I correct in what I've said to the court?
Yes, you are.
You want to raise your right hand for me?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Rick Anthony Contreras II.
All right, what drugs are you saying that you've been using?
Marijuana, and I was using methamphetamines.
How often were you
No,
using
he's on
meth?
meth.
I was using it every other day.
All right, so I don't understand how you're able to take care of family members, but you're using meth.
I was taking care of my son and everything, but when my brother passed, I just fell into a deep hole. I wasn't using drugs. I was only smoking weed. But when my brother passed, I dove into using meth.
And how old is your son?
The devil's advocate
My son
here,
is
but
4.
it's not a drug.
And you're
it's
taking a
plant. It's
4-year-old
burn that
using
happens
meth.
to do some things.
No, I was taking care of him, and I stopped because his mom just started to be able to walk. She's able to move and stuff. She was in a wheelchair. I was taking care of him the entire duration of probation.
All right, so when did you start using meth while you were taking care of a 4-year-old?
I wasn't taking care of him when I started using meth.
All right, so you waited until his mother could start walking, then you went off to start doing meth.
Touche. Thank you for the gifted
He started using meth after his brother. His wife had already started to walk again before his brother passed. So she was able to resume care of his son. But shortly after that, his brother passed. And at that point, he started using meth, but he was no longer caring for his son because his wife had resumed the ability to walk and care for their son.
Hold on.
All right, so why are you not reporting?
I didn't report because I was taking care of my son. I was
on meth.
And
then his brother passed.
My probation.
Don't report because you're taking care of your son.
No, ma'am. My probation officer had sent me a text message telling me that I had a failure report. She's putting a warrant out for my arrest.
Silas One was
Continued
gifted a
working
membership
at
by Touche.
Oh, congratulations, Silas.
Good job. I didn't want to go to jail because I was taking care of my son at the time. I did not want to lose that and put her in a worse position while she was not fully
So this is what I'm not understanding. I'm trying to get to the crux of this situation. You're not reporting. You know you're supposed to report. Am I correct in that?
Yes, ma'am.
Why didn't you pick up the phone and call your probation officer and say, the mother
Up to 698 days now.
has had an accident. She's in a wheelchair. This is what's going on with my life. Can you help me a little bit on the reporting?
Your Honor, I did talk to her. The probation officer that I had was not cooperating with me. My first probation officer.
No, let me stop you there. If that probation officer is not cooperating with you, and I've seen you before because you've been before me before.
Yes, ma'am.
Why didn't you come to court and say, Judge, this is what's going on with my life?
I didn't know I could come to court and do that.
No, don't do that because I tell everybody they can do that. People get upset with me sometimes when I tell people, talk to your probation officer. And if you feel as though they're not addressing your issue, you can always come back to court. We're here Monday through Friday. I tell everybody that. I tell everybody that when they're placed on probation. And then when they have a motion to revoke from me, I always ask them, is there anything else that we can do to help you that you feel that you need? And then I tell them again, if you feel as though probation is not addressing some issue, you can always come back to the court.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry about that. My first probation officer was really helpful, and she helped me a lot through all of my stuff. She would help me with my field visits. If I wasn't able to make it home in time or the field visit stopped, she would send them to my job.
Any questions,
No, Judge.
defense state? All right. Here's the thing. You're not leaving the court today. You're either going to safety or either you're going to be revoked. That's what's going to happen here today. And the reason why I'm leaning towards you going to safety is because you have a son. He's young. Maybe you can get your life together, stop using drugs, and be there for him. But you're not leaving the courtroom today. So you have a choice. These are your choices. And there are no other choices that you have. One, I continue you. You're going to SafeP. SafeP is a 9-month program. You're going to be in custody. Number two, I'll revoke you and I'll give you 4 years. Those are your two choices. And if you want to discuss it with your attorney, you can discuss it with your attorney.
Can I discuss it with them? as well?
Yes. All he wants to discuss with you. Okay. All right.
Okay.
You ready on Contreras?
Judge, I was hoping, I was asking probation if there was a way for him to be drug tested. And I'm told there's not.
No, there is not.
Would the court, he's on the ankle monitor. Would the court allow him to go take a drug test? So because I think that's, you talked earlier about problems with probation. I've been trying to get him to take a drug test with probation since he's been on bond. Probation has refused to allow him that opportunity.
No.
Because I mean, it's unfair to him that he can't provide proof to the court that he's not on drugs.
No. He's either going to say.
Well, no, Judge, hold on. It's unfair to him not to be able to present evidence to the court that he's not on drugs because probation has refused him the possibility to take a drug test.
Okay, so you have two choices.
No, Judge.
Safety or 4 years.
No,
That's where
Judge,
we are.
hear me out. It's unfair. This gentleman has an opportunity, has been asking probation for over a month to come take a drug test, as you told him to. You told us when we were here last time, go to probation and take drug tests. You told us that. We've been emailing his probation officer over and over and over. The court wants us to take drug tests. We've been unable to because they don't ask.
I don't want a drug test today.
Judge,
But I mean,
that's
if
not
you
the
all want to
point.
give me a drug test, you can. But he's not leaving the court today.
This case didn't just expose the struggles of one man, it laid bare the fine line between redemption and repeat failure. Judge Boyd didn't give up on Rick easily, but even compassion has its limits. When does patience run out? When does the system say, enough? Let us know in the comments. Thank you for joining.
Okay. Well, we've been going for a little over an hour.
Yeah. Yep.
Night, everyone. I gotta
And
go.
G is already saying good night, everybody.
I got to. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Good night.
Yeah. Good night.
Touche. Any last words?
That's all, folks.
NCR.
Don't buy drugs, kids. Become a rock star, and then people will give them to you.
Drugs are bad. Drugs are bad.
NCR.
Drugs are bad. Okay.
NCR. Stay fingo looking good.
I think I have something a bit better. Bill, will you pull my string, please?
What's that?
Pull the
Yes.
string, please.
Yes.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
Good night, everybody. Be kind to the waitress. And don't forget to say your prayers.